Hey guys, it's Nena, and today I wanted to talk to you about a book that I recently read called Hausfrau by Jill Alexander Essbaum. I got to read an advanced copy from NetGalley, thanks to the publisher, and on the day that you're watching this is the pub date of the book, which is March 17th, so the book is out today. It's about a woman named Anna who lives with her husband and her 3 kids in Switzerland, and on the surface, everything in her life seems perfect. She has a handsome husband who makes a lot of money, and she has 3 great kids, and they have a nice house, and everything seems to be going really well. But underneath it all, Anna's life is slowly falling apart. She is bored and she's lonely, and to combat that, she starts to have a series of affairs. So I was intrigued right from the very first sentence of this book, which is, Anna was a good wife, mostly. So I'm like, mostly? How was she good? How was she not good? What's going on there? So I wanted to learn why they had to qualify that good wife with a mostly. Anna's narrative is interspersed with lessons from her German class. She's been living in Switzerland for, I think, 9 years by the time the book starts, but she's never taken an official class. And it's also interspersed with meetings with her therapist. So all of this is running throughout the book, and then also it jumps around from the present and then into the past. Anna's moral compass is questionable. As I mentioned, she's bored and she does things that she knows are wrong, but she does them anyway in order to feel something, anything. Change just one little thing about her life that she's unhappy with. Her doctor/therapist tells her that she's passive. She lets certain things happen. For example, she lets some of the affairs happen, and she views it as having no choice. So basically, she thinks that she's succumbing to something inevitable and there's nothing she could do about it. And that's how she holds back the guilt and keeps the guilt away, because in her mind, these things are happening to her and she's not actively seeking them. Part of the reason that Anna feels lonely is that she's an expat. She's American, but she moves with her husband to Switzerland, to the town where he's from. And even though she's been living there for a long period of time, she doesn't really feel like it's home. She can get around and she's, somewhat assimilated, but she doesn't have a lot of friends, and her German and the specific dialect of Swiss German that they speak in that town is only passable. So all of this contributes to her feeling of being an outsider and being an other. There were so many good parts of this book, but one part I wanted to read. So she's talking to her doctor, and the doctor says, "Every mask becomes a death mask when you can no longer put it on or take it off at will, when it conforms to the contours of your psychic face. When you mistake the persona you project for your living soul, when you can no more distinguish between the two." Throughout the book, Anna's life is basically spiraling out of control. She has her public life, the life with her husband and her kids, and then she has her private life, which are the affairs and the feelings that she always keeps bottled up inside. And that can't continue on forever, and at some point the private life has to come out. I've never read anything by this author before, but I just thought the writing was excellent, very clever, and she has a way of playing with words that I really enjoyed. Here's another one about Anna's passivity that I really like. So the German lessons, grammar lessons that Anna is learning are applied to her life, and I really like the way that those two aspects are woven together. This is one of her German lessons, and excuse me in advance for butchering the German. We make the passive voice in German with the verb werden, to become. So the bicycle becomes stolen, if you will, or the woman became sad, or the body would become ravaged, and the heart will become broken. Somehow it made more sense this way to Anna. To be is static. To become implies motion, a paradoxical move toward limp surrender. Whatever it is, you do not do it. It is done to you. Passivity and passion begin alike. It's only how they end that's different. This book is sad and depressing and can be uncomfortable. As I mentioned, Anna has some affairs and some of the sex scenes are rather graphic, so if you're not into that, be warned. A lot of decisions that Anna makes would be considered bad. So if you're not fans of characters who are not great people really, then this also isn't for you. Towards the end, Anna's talking about predestination, and she's talking with a priest who basically compares life to a series of dominoes and says every domino is a choice. So all of the choices that Anna has made have brought her to the point where she is at the end of the novel. I think that about wraps up what I wanted to say about this book. If you like books that really delve into a character's mind, a real character study, then you might enjoy this book. Also, it made me think of The Woman Upstairs by Claire Massid. So if you read that and enjoyed that, you might also enjoy this. So if you've read this book or you want to read it, let me know that down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed hearing some of my thoughts on this book. Again, it comes out today, March 17th, so go pick it up if it sounds like something you'd enjoy. If you like this video, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up and or subscribe if you aren't already. And if you want to talk to me elsewhere, I'm on Goodreads, Twitter, Instagram. You know the drill. I'll leave my links down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!